Hello, everyone. Gosh, what the hell is up with commercials, man? I just want to freaking listen to music and shit. But no, I can't have nice things in my life. Nope. Because commercials. You know? Okay. I'm also trying to find, like, a song. Oh, I should probably set the timer. It would be very helpful for us, wouldn't it? Mostly me. But I'm trying to find a song. Because, as you know, I'm doing Pathfinder shenanigans. And blah 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 blah. Anyway, I just remembered some of you are probably here for my original story shenanigans. And some of you are like, really don't care. Did I introduce myself?
Rest assured, all is quiet here in Chinxa Village.
Oh well.
Chongyun is guarding the
Did I
outside
didn't.
and I'm guarding the inside.
It's cold.
Good. I've made some progress in my investigation as well.
I was gonna say the F word,
Oh?
but
What are you planning? Is it time to strike?
matters not which one I say. But I'm going as often I'll probably will say more.
Traveler, Paimon, you're just in time.
No, technically I wouldn't even want to be involved in
regarding
the
the treasure
shenanigans.
hoarders. Besides wagon tracks, I also came across bits and pieces of fireworks packaging scattered on the road. Following those clues, I was able to finally locate the missing fireworks. But there was no sign of treasure hoarders. No, I think they might be just overly careless.
I wonder if it's still warm.
The location where they've been stashing all their stolen goods.
Nope.
They
It's
must
kind
have
of
thought
like
it was well
lukewarm.
hidden and deemed it unnecessary to post any guards. The amount of fireworks they've amassed there
I
is
should put it in the
astonishing.
microwave.
Not only did they steal the ones in Chinxa Village, but also from other locations too. They've gathered all the stolen goods there. I've asked the Millilith on guard at Chinxa Village to report this to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. They will organize a
But it
search
tastes
around that
good.
warehouse.
I mean an apple pie from McDonald's.
The treasure hoarders are notoriously cunning.
It's too
And
cold
they
though
may
for ice
even
cream.
have lookouts. If they notice
So I
anything
could still get ice
suspicious,
cream.
they will move the fireworks and our single lead will be lost. I have
But
to
it would
keep an
be
eye on the situation.
Coconut ice cream.
You're not
Or coconut
really
milk
thinking
ice cream.
that you can take all of them yourself, are you?
No, I am not that reckless. I just want to investigate the case thoroughly. But now that I have your help, the idea is feasible.
So you really are considering it?
Okay, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Did I not click the right one? After this, I should be able to do the last bit of fireworks. And then
Though they are merely a group of irksome bandits.
I should. I really don't want to do the frickin' the ocean one. That one's frickin' mildly annoying. It's not hard. Just annoying. You know? Oh, right. Either I go all the way around, which I don't want to do, or I'm going to have to climb a mountain, which is so, you know? So, I mean, I have to climb a mountain either way, but it's a little less of a climb this way, you know?
What's the hurry?
Oh, but, my story. So, we talked about the father side of the family last time. I spent a good chunk of time talking about it. I actually need to check the video to make sure that, you know, see if anything got cut off or anything. But on this, so the mother side is kind of simple-ish, or I think, depending on how you see it. Hold on, let's actually
Please hide
let
yourself.
them talk, I
Let's wait
guess.
and see what happens.
Hey, boss. You think we have enough fireworks now?
Ha! Are you kidding? This ain't nowhere near enough.
Oh,
But boss, if we want more fireworks, we're gonna have to steal them in the city. Ain't gonna be easy.
You got a point. All right, then we steal those things that make a real loud bang but don't light up real pretty. What do they call them? Ah, yeah, firecrackers. Those'll do the job. All we need to do is make some real ruckus. As long as we distract the Millilith, the other hoarders can do their end of the job. You get it?
Got it, boss. I gotta hand it to you. We're gonna hit the jackpot this time.
like,
Boss.
I need to stop on the
all
boss.
boys are out scouting around. Don't you
Because
think
it
we
looks
need
like the
more
dude that I
guards
thought,
stash?
or they're just using the same
Don't worry
figure,
about
which
it.
is,
The Millilith are swamped with lantern
know,
right. They
would
won't
be,
have time to come out. All right, move it, boys.
aw,
A few more
so
batches
sad.
and we'll be-
There's a random fry at the bottom of my bag. And it's been a while since I've got food, so it's probably all cold and yucky.
Huh? What happened?
The jig is up, boss. The Millilith are coming, and it seems they've already caught our scouts. If one of the boys hadn't set off a firework to warn us, we would have been completely blindsided. Boss, let's run!
But how did the Millilith find out about us? And so quickly, too? Ah, fine. Leave the fireworks and let's split. They won't be catching us.
It's time to make our move. Ready?
Ugh. Oh, there it is. Oh wait, I have to fight, don't I? Okay, so it was funny. Like, I wasn't
Drop
paying
your
attention.
weapons and surrender immediately.
Ha! Get out of my way. You got a death wish or something? I'll show you.
So I wasn't paying attention, like on my main
Wait a
account. And so what ended up happening
Lady Kutchi.
is,
So you do recognize me then.
essentially,
I'll say it one more time. Drop your weapon and surrender.
like, I was getting
Now.
beaten up a little bit.
Who would have thought we'd run into the Yuhung all the way out here?
Is there anybody else, or is this the only
All
dude?
right, hoarders. Looks like the Yuhung wants to play. We'll show you. Get him.
Fast as I can. Yeah. Oh, there's a dude. Hello, dude. Having fun?
Stabilize.
Hello.
Cool it.
Speed of light.
Enforcements? Anyway. Fanfiction. Or less fanfiction, more original content. What do you... like, original shenanigans. Anyway. I'm so used to saying fanfiction, it's like, what? Anyway, so the mother's family is essentially... like, the story will start off, like, as...
Alright, so
like,
you
how
want
do
to
I
do
word
this the hard
things?
way.
We surrender,
More
Yuhung.
talking.
Now, I want some answers. What were you planning to do with the stockpile of fireworks?
We just...
It's cold.
Tell the truth, and I might go easy on you.
We... Fine. We were gonna smuggle these fireworks into the city and ignite them during the Lantern Rite's opening ceremony. The fireworks are really bright and loud and would definitely raise some havoc. We were gonna rob the city while everyone's distracted by the explosions. But, we didn't seem to have enough fireworks, so...
Oh? So you mean you had more than one group of thieves stealing fireworks?
Yeah, that's right. Originally, I had all the hoarders out stealing fireworks, but then one of them got caught by the Feiyun Commerce Guild and was arrested. I really didn't get it. Why did the Fayun Commerce Guild get involved? We were only stealing from the government. No, what I meant is, well, I was worried that the guy who got arrested would rat us out. Who would have guessed we'd end up running into you like that?
Hey, didn't one of you just say that the Millilith were coming too?
Yeah, that's right. I wonder how the Millilith even found out we had dispatched scouts. They somehow captured almost all of them. If someone hadn't alerted us, we would have all been caught.
Well, you did get caught.
Well, yeah.
It appears that the Millilith managed to get the captured treasure hoarder to talk. There may still be other treasure hoarders in the area. We should head elsewhere just to be safe. Traveler, please escort the treasure hoarders back to Chingsa Village and hand them over to the Millilith stationed there. I'll be there once I am finished inspecting this place. Yes,
that scared
too.
me.
I'll see you in Chingsa Village.
Probably just the rain. Or something. Okay. So where was I? Yes, okay. So, like, the story essentially, like, starts off with,
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
like, I guess you call him a monk or something. But he didn't start out as a monk. What the fuck? Alright, guess. Where'd settled debts appear? Where is that? You saw it, right? Like, it was like settled debts. And I'm like, okay, but... Oh, there it is. Hey, dude. I guess we're settling a debt, eh? Anyway. So...
What's the hurry?
a child was born
Leave it all to me.
without any emotions.
Dodge
And because of this, he was seen as a monster and abandoned as a small, like, baby. Like, child did not cry, did not weep. It would eat when fed and would do many things, but it did not seem to really care about much. And thus, it was just abandoned in, like, the streets. And some people found the baby and left the baby at a shrine to be taken care of by the monks that lived there. Or monastery, I think that's what it's called. But either way. So the child is left there and is raised by a bunch of monks who worship a dragon. Or that's their deity, if you will. And so, the boy grows up there and pretty much, you know, does as told, and, you know, as an overall, you know, lives an okay life given, you know, circumstances. Oh. Sorry, I got distracted. Cause, I'm trying to get,
Leave no stone unturned.
I need 30 core lapis, and then, like, 7 of the geo shenanigans to level up Zhongli to level 70. So I like how I was gonna be we're doing a thing and I'm getting distracted with other shenanigans. But well, anyway. So so, like, he just does his job, you know, does his tasks, does his chores. This is a constant thing for him. Ever since, you know, he can remember, all he's done is, you know, do his job at the monastery. And that's all he really's known for like the longest time. He worships, but it's more like robotic, if you will. He does, you know, his chores, he, you know, eats, sleep, chores. That's all he does for most of his life. Because that's all he knows. One day, a fire breaks out in the monastery. And as you can guess, most people are fleeing and they're fearful and they're like, oh, no, because nobody wants to die in a horrible fire. But the emotionless child, or the man at this point, goes and keeps going in and out of the monastery to try to save the sacred, like the monastery's sacred text. So he does that. And he keeps going back and forth, you know, trying to save everything, till like one of the senior monks notices him and is all like, and he essentially tells the others, do as, you know, he's doing and help save, you know, the sacred scrolls. And so they, you know, they help him and stuff. And it even gets to a point where it's like so bad that, you know, even like that they start telling him,
What's the hurry?
it'll be fine, we saved what we could, like, don't go back in there. But he doesn't fear for anything, so thus he has no worry, so he goes in nonetheless. But this time, after like the many trips he's been making, and he tries to see if he can see anything else to, you know, grab, he finds like a woman inside this like burning shrine, and he just kind of goes and saves the woman. Once he does that, he goes back outside with the woman, and like, you know, obviously they're all like, what the hell, like, why is this strange woman in our, you know, thing? Because like it's like an all boys group or something, essentially, because it's like there aren't supposed to be women in the monastery, you know, because, you know, they're like something about temptation or something. It's kind of like,
This is the last batch of fireworks that I can get. Please ensure that there will be no further
how like
problems.
nuns are all women and they don't mingle with the other gender. So it's, I think monks are the same way too. They're like absence.
Don't worry.
I think that's what the word is.
And with us on guard,
And so like it's very confusing, and everyone's all, and like
Yes, indeed. Oh,
eventually the woman wakes
here's
up,
the traveler has returned. And with two others, no doubt.
and mind you, this woman has like basically she looks so albino with whitish yellow hair. Ow! Sorry, I scratched myself. And like red eyes.
It's definitely dangerous
And like
to infiltrate an enemy area like that. If only I was
when
there
she
to
wakes
fight
up,
alongside you.
she's like, whoops. It's like, sorry, I burned down your
We both know the traveler is most
um,
capable.
I burned down the
Well, who would have known we performed
monastery.
such a noble deed?
It's
We
been a
had
while
rescued the
since I've had to
treasure
use
hoarder
these
earlier
things.
by mere
And she's looking at her hands like,
Yeah,
you know,
talk about a coincidence.
like they're very interesting.
It seems that justice always
It's like, I
finds its way
forgot
into
how
the world.
weird
It is in fateful moments that
these
miracles
appendages
are
can
born.
be sometimes.
So it was you.
It's very
You
annoying.
horrible brutes are the ones who stole the fireworks?
But
Just the
they're like,
sight of you
what,
two
you-
makes my blood
you're the
boil.
reason why our monastery
Please,
burned? She's like,
calm
yes,
down.
I did.
I doubt they'll be causing
But I
any
do
more trouble
apologize.
during
It's not like I'm not gonna fix it.
Thank you very much, traveler.
And they're like,
But may I ask, why has Lady Kuching
But-
not returned with you?
Lady Kuching was
and
worried
but yeah,
that
so then
more
like the
treasure hoarders
senior
lurked
monk is
around.
all like mad and
She
shit,
wanted to conduct a full search of the area.
and
Oh, I see. Yes,
she starts
Lady
getting
Kuching
annoyed because
is
this
quite thorough.
old
The
dude
squad
is
of
yelling
military
at her.
came by just now. I believe they were sent
And
by the
she's like-
Ministry of Civil Affairs.
she gets to the point of
I
like
also heard that most
very
of the
annoyed,
fleeing treasure
and then
hoarders have already been
transforms
apprehended.
into like a
Hopefully
giant
that will be
dragon.
the
He's
end
like,
of this matter.
And she's, or like her dragon form, or her original form, or whatever you want to call it. She's like, how dare you yell at
And thus,
the
our
one you
chapter
worship,
has
or some
finally reached
shenanigans
its
like that.
timely conclusion.
Not too sure how to word
I am
myself right there.
partial to fireworks myself, I'm
But
afraid
essentially
you
she
must
gets
also
mad
be leaving now.
because she's all like, how dare you yell at me,
Why the hurry to get back
the
to
being
city
that
and
you
Garden
worship,
Guild?
the one,
Inevitably,
you are
the
my
forests do
followers,
become busier around
and you are not to
festive
yell at
seasons.
me,
But
essentially.
no need to worry.
And so they're kind of freaked out. They're like, oh shit, you know.
And there's always
She's all like,
Changing, too.
I merely wish to make something,
You mean you're assigning more work
but
to
these
me?
human hands are quite
Tis only my
annoying.
duty as your dearest
I don't
friend.
know how you
Work before play, as they say.
all deal with them.
I'm sure you understand.
Sometimes they just don't do what you want.
Oh, alright. I suppose.
As the saying goes,
And then, like,
many
mind you,
hands
she
make
transformed
light
back to
work.
human after
As long
they
as
got all
work
freaked
is
out.
assigned to the right
It's like-
people, everything will proceed without a hitch.
Being squishy is
If you
sometimes
ask
very
me,
weird.
I think speaking eloquently is just a guise
And she's
for
all like,
assigning work to everybody
poking
else.
at her limbs again.
All right, all
Just
right.
kind of trying to
I shall
re-get
treat
the
you
feeling
to a
for them.
meal after the work is done.
And we're like,
Farewell,
oh yes,
traveler.
I just remembered what I was doing. Accidentally almost killing myself
By the way,
in a fire I
do you know
accidentally
when
made.
Ray will be
It
back,
can be
Traveler?
quite, you know,
There are not many fireworks in the second batch that I brought,
yeah.
so I'm worried that we can't
Like, mind you,
achieve the show's
she's
desired
pretty much
effect.
taking the whole, I
I
almost,
was hoping
you know,
we could somehow retrieve
this,
the stolen
like,
fireworks.
killed myself and all of y'all, and almost burned a shit ton of stuff. Like, very nonchalantly.
Did you hear that explosion? Maybe it was fireworks. Or maybe more
Came
treasure
from
hoarders.
Catching's location,
Maybe she ran
or
into
maybe,
trouble.
and
Let's
so
go
was
and
the
help
helper.
her.
I don't care about y'all. Do. I need those, I think. Anyway. Oh, you know what I should have done before I started recording? Oh well. Oh yeah, I had to like go back and forth, didn't I? Yeah. So, essentially, she's like, oh yes, before I forget, and she like pulls out like a necklace or something, and like hands it to the guy who's emotionless, and she's like, I made you this. I made it using the finest of stuff. And my scales. See how pretty it is? And like essentially she gives him like a necklace, you know, made from her scales, gold, and like gold and salt for white gold more so. And like it has like what did she do?
Oops. What did I do?
I just said, what did she do?
Uh-huh. What treasure hoarders?
We heard an explosion and thought it might be treasure hoarders sending.
I see. Sorry, that's not the
I
case.
work on the ground, so I fiddled
saw,
with them,
sure
and
enough, it seems
since I accidentally lit a fuse.
I accidentally lit the fuse. Before I could react, the fireworks...
see.
So no enemies? Whew. Well, that's
I apologize. I didn't mean to alarm you. Fortunately...
great. The
Okay.
case of the stolen
Anyway.
fireworks is finally solved.
So she
Good
blew up a
thing we
thing.
were able to get to the bottom of it. Otherwise, those beautiful fireworks would have gone to waste, and the whole show would be ruined. By the way, Kuching, you're the one in charge of the fireworks show, which means you know the best viewing spot, right?
Yes,
You know what I
of
just thought of
course.
something?
The best view should be from the Jade Chamber. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten my promise. But first, I have to drop by the Ministry of Civil Affairs and close this case. Leave the rest of this to me. You've already been a great help. Why don't you go for a walk around the city and I'll meet you when I'm done?
Okay, but we'll be waiting for you.
Yes, I'll be there.
Still probably gonna be talking. Yep.
Kuching really is super busy. I'll meet you when I am done. How many times have we heard that already? Now Paimon gets why Lady Ningguang is so worried about Kuching.
Husbando.
Yeah!
We shall meet
said we would
Husbando.
meet him. And we've even collected
Anyway.
a few opinions about taking a rest from work. Zhongli said he'd wait for us at third round knockout. Let's go find him.
Okay. So it wants us to head to Spondo. But I'm not going to do that because time is almost up. And that's story. And I want to actually listen to him. And I want to finish talking about what I'm talking about before we do that. So... just gonna hit that button. Okay, so anyway. So essentially she gives him the necklace. And once he puts it on, or more, he starts feeling emotions. And he's like, what the hell? And she's like, it's supposed to help you feel emotions. Obviously. Because he's all like, what is this? And but she's pretty, like, again, very chillaxed. She's like, I mean, it's like, after all, you're a very interesting human. More so, like, you also remind me of my best friend, who I knew a long, long time ago, way before you were born. Like, super long time ago. I think that's super long time ago. You humans' lifespans are very weird. But it's okay. That's what's cool about you guys. It's like completely different from us. And so she kind of goes on, yammers about a little bit, like, going off topic. It's like, oh yeah. Like, I don't know if you know this, but the fact that you're emotionless can only spell disaster. Not for you. But it's more of a, like, an omen, if you will. It's an omen of bad things. Not... And it happens, like, every few generations or so, I think. What was it? What was that saying that my friend told me? Oh, yes. She said, like, because, like, your ancestors decided to give up their emotions to save their people, and as a way to combat, what is it that you humans call, dragon actions? What is that word?
What's the hurry?
It's been a while since I've had to speak human. It's very annoying trying to remember all the human words. Very human-y. Y'all humans should really learn dragon. Draconic is very much more useful, if you ask me. But then again, I'm biased. Anyway, and then she keeps going off on this freaking tangent, and you're like, she's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Talkative, if you will. But essentially, she ends up telling him that his ancestors gave up their emotions in order to prevent, because, like, you know how when you're, like, emotional and stuff, it's very hard to control yourself in, like, panic situations and stuff like that. So what she did, or what they did, the family, is they gave up their emotions so that way when the traumatic event happens, they would be able to keep a level head. So that no matter what, at least somebody would be able to, be able to think clearly and prevent the worst can happen. And so whenever somebody in their family loses the ability to, feel, it's a sign of great, like something bad's gonna happen. And there needs to be a level head in order to prevent a tragedy of some sort. And so, what ends up happening is essentially, like, so it's always something that's gonna be So essentially that's what it is. It's just kind of like an omen of, like, something terrible is gonna happen, and somebody needs to be calm and cool-headed in order to prevent how bad it is. But there are ways to kind of prevent, like, essentially stop from the bad stuff from happening and stuff. So there's that. But it's more like a cautionary shenanigans, you know? Or no? Can you please be destroyed already? Yeesh. Anywho.
Freeze. Dodge this.
Steady as stone.
Dang, that was fast. Ooh. Ugh, now I have to wait. I need another 6. Alright, let's see. I have to wait for it to respond. Respawn? I wish there was another way to get geo shenanigans. I like how I still have Noelle on 6, and yet I'm trying to increase Zhongli to 72. Like, goddamn. So I technically need 16, and I need 6 of those. That's gonna be fun. Oh, and you know what? No, I haven't gotten the character. Have I gotten the character thingy? No, because I need something. I was at work, and I remembered though I was gonna get hold on. Though I was gonna get somebody to already have a constellation. I think it's better to get the opera chick, because she actually does the thing that I've been wanting a character to do for a while, and does good stuff for your stamina. Like, you know how when you make food you can get more stuff if you cook this certain thing. Well, she does the stamina one, so that's what I need to do.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it
But yeah,
is.
so anyway, so she tells him that,
Is it?
which is kind of surprised. Like, you know, he's kind of surprised, and like he's still kind of trying to get over the fact that he has emotions and can feel shenanigans. So there's that. And then let me see if there's something else I can fight while I continue talking. And she kind of is like, oh, and like she kind of wants to keep him because she's all like, you know, you owe me anyway, because I gave you a present. And I like you, so I'm going to keep you. Because again, dragons are possessive. And so, she keeps him. And then, so that's the beginning of their line. So yeah. That's the beginning of the mom's line. And next episode, I shall talk about the third part, because Yuna is blessed by 3 dragons: her father's, her mother's, and one she personally found. So we'll talk about that one next time. Let's not end it on my girl. One day, I will get a Constellation 6 for my girl. That's not today. I don't know when that will ever happen. But we can hope. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. So Tiniestofchibis is signing out.